Welcome to Gaels Gameday, the Roxbury pregame show to Roxbury's game against the Morristown Colonials. Today, we have two soccer standouts, Nikki Velasquez and Allison Yu with me, and our co-host for the moment, Evan Tusa. Welcome, everyone. So we're going to start with a pretty fun question. What's your guys' favorite memory? You guys are seniors this last year. What's your favorite memory of soccer been?
Personally, I feel like one of my, kind of more of a broad thing, but pre-games in the team room and just having fun before the game and kind of getting a good connection before we step out on the field.
As seniors this year, how do you guys behave as leaders, or what is your mentality becoming the leader in that locker room?
In the locker room, we like to encourage a positive environment among our team, and we all are really close, which really helps us on and off the field with our chemistry.
Allison?
I would also agree within the team room, we kind of are always encouraging, especially with the younger players, help guiding them, and kind of, it's a special thing to have all grades kind of all playing on the same team. It's not something everyone gets the opportunity to do.
Alright, so we have one last question. This is for Roxbury's last game of the season against Morristown. What's your favorite part of FNLs?
My favorite part of FNLs is the environment and like the student section. The energy we bring is just really good, and I really enjoy that part of FNL.
I love socializing with my friends. It's a good way to just get out of the house, enjoy Friday night, for especially senior year, trying to do the most we can before it's over.
Alright, we're back here. This is our main panel for right now. We got Evan to my left, you got me, we got Van, and we got Tommy. We're going to talk a little bit about football, naturally. So, what do you guys think so far? I mean, it's been an up and down season, but I think there's been fun moments.
Not the season we wanted, but there's been good moments. A lot of bad moments, but they're working through it. Hopefully looking for a win tonight. So, yeah.
Something that Coach Ruma said, no one's putting their head down. They're playing hard, they're keeping their head up every game, and the crowd's having their back, and they're working through it.
And I gotta say, when I joined the team, I was expecting it to be a completely different environment, but when I joined it was cool, calm, casual, and everybody was giving it their all at practice.
Yeah, we do have Roxbury kicker Tommy Knotch here with us. Tommy, how's football been? You know, it is an interesting perspective from you joining midway through the season.
I mean, it was a bit of a change-up, going from soccer to football, but in my opinion, I'm glad I did it. I think the bond's completely different with the coaches and players. It's everybody respects one another more than what it was.
How has kicking been going?
You kick bombs?
I'm alright. I'm better at onsides and stuff like that, but I can kick some bombs here and there.
I think this is a great thing for Roxbury. I'm really excited for this game. It's a big senior night. It's our class. There's a lot of stuff that's happened over our 4 years, but I think it's been really good. I really enjoy this environment that we built as seniors in Roxbury. I don't know. I'm excited. I'm excited for tonight.
Yeah.
All right, we're here with the field hockey captains. We have
Sophia Olivas,
Ava Panisi, and Ayla Hart.
Julia Katz's not here, but she is a captain. Yeah. So, guys, how's the season going?
I think our season's been going pretty good this year. I feel like we've improved so much already, and I feel like we have a good run in states.
We've also been able to double our goals this year from last year. So.
And also our goalie Vanessa just got 200 saves.
Sounds like it's going pretty good. How's the leadership as a captain? I know especially for Sophie and Ayla, it's your senior year, so there might be a little bit added pressure as a leader. So how's that going?
It's just so easy to lead this team. Everyone's so supportive and kind, so it's a very easy job.
I feel like our team is very bonded. I feel like we're all one. One is our team, what's the word for it? Motto. And I feel like we really represent that.
And I think we're good at lifting each other up and keeping everyone's heads up.
You guys have correct me if I'm wrong, a relatively young team, right?
Yeah, we do.
Yeah.
So what's the dynamic there? Because I remember when I was an underclassman playing sports, there's kind of an interesting dynamic, and I was lucky enough to have good captains. How's your relationship with the underclassmen?
I feel like we all have a really good relationship. I feel like we're all we're all bonded as one.
Yeah, especially with the sophomores on the team. Us seniors are very supportive of them and help them out and stuff like that.
And the last question, I mean, we have a big FNL tonight, the last FNL of the season, especially for you two seniors. Kind of 3 or 4 years, what's been some of your favorite memories from the Friday Night Lights?
I feel like just being in the student section, there's a lot of memories there. It's a lot of fun.
Yeah, just like the chants and all that. It's just it's a fun environment.
Thanks, guys. Good luck with states.
Thank you.
We're back with a new Gaels Game Day panel. We got Griffin, Nas, and Joe. How we doing, boys?
I'm doing great. Good. Thank you for having me.
No problem. I mean, you were on beforehand.
I was, you're right. Forgot about that
You
part.
enjoying your time on Gaels Game Day? It's a fun time.
I am enjoying my time. It's a great setup, great vibe, great setting.
Tonight.
Big game tonight.
How we feeling?
I'm feeling great about our boys.
I got Gaels money line.
If we win, we go to playoffs, right?
That's
What's the
very
spread?
true.
I didn't see it. What's the spread?
Honestly, Gaels by 21.
Yeah.
First half blowout.
I'm going to go
I'm
as far
calling
to
it.
say that spread is not real.
What do you mean?
Connor May and Nate Faisal. That's how the game's
I
going to
think
go
we'll
tonight.
win, but I'm just going to say if the money line is 21, Roxbury, hedge your bets. So, Joe,
I'm taking any.
across the table from me, wrestling's coming up. How we feeling?
It is. We got a pretty good lineup this year. What it's looking like so far, it's pretty up and down.
That's not what I asked. How we feeling about you? How we feeling about you?
I don't know.
Hype yourself up. Hype yourself. Give it.
Alright.
Joe,
I
bro,
need to
Joe.
win this year. Region come up.
Fuck it.
You think Joe got that this year? No.
I think he's gonna do a great job. I think he's gonna do a great job. Last year was a fluke.
Yeah,
Last year was a fluke.
He didn't have no heart. He got heart this year.
He does got hard this year. All right, how's
He didn't have no heart,
basketball
it's
coming up, bro?
crazy.
Hey man. Stay tuned. Got my boy T Kurt over there.
Oh yeah.
Got my big Leo over there.
Yeah.
Big Leo.
How are you gonna do though?
Oh no, we gonna be good.
What you averaging?
What you have?
Probably like 30 plus the game, honestly.
On how many shots?
Like 100.
Nah. Right. Everything I put up going in. Let's just say that. So.
How's the form looking like?
Oh, we good.
Butter.
Buddy. Cool, buddy.
I got that from my boy T Kurt.
Yeah.
He showed me how to shoot.
So you didn't know how to shoot before T Kurt?
Nah. I used to be garbage.
Solid.
Yeah.
He taught me everything I know.
Mentor. That was good.
How you feeling about our boys tonight?
I feel good. I feel great. You know, Morristown. We've been pretty good against Morristown in recent memory. I feel good. I'm here with Coach Rumes. We're gonna talk a little bit about Friday's game against Morristown. Okay?
Sounds good.
All right. So Friday is senior night, which is a really big night for all the boys. Kind of, what would be the thing you would say to them? I don't know if you said anything to them before, but what's kind of your mentality going into the game when it's such a big game for them mentally?
Yeah, I think that football is a really different sport. I think that it's impossible or really hard to get 22 guys and go to Horseshoe Lake and play a pickup football game. It's something that you don't really get the opportunity to do. So every coach and player that's ever played remembers the last time that they wore the pads, especially for their high school. So for a lot of these guys, it's going to be their last game ever. So they're going to remember the last time they took their pads off. So it's something that we've been talking about all week. It's something that you really need to take advantage of if you're a player, if you're a senior. And, we want to end on a high note. We want to make sure that our guys remember the last time they wore the Roxbury blue and gold.
Yeah. To just like piggyback off that question, a lot of like seniors have been contributors from either their sophomore or their junior year, and kind of like how have you seen some of like the players' leadership grow over the 3 years that you've been their coach?
Yeah, it always develops. It's always a slow process because as a sophomore, when you're playing, the game's really fast. The only thing that you're worried about is your job at that time. As you get older, the game starts to slow down a little bit, and you're able to kind of focus on more than just what your job is. You focus on not only yours, but the guys around you, and maybe some other sophomores that are going through the same things that you went through when you were younger. So as the game slows down, you're able to kind of help out the guys around you. And that's what guys like Riska and Connor May have done this year for the rest of the guys on our team in terms of Riska making all the calls for the offensive line and make sure everyone knows where we're going, what front are we going to see. Connor being able to kind of describe routes and things like that to the receivers or talk about to the younger quarterbacks about what their reads are. So you see those guys develop and you see how their experiences throughout their sophomore and junior years have helped them become and grow to be better football players. And then they help out with the younger guys, and it's just the tradition that continues down through the line.
My next question, so going into this game, it's been an up and down season. There's been high highs, but there's also been a couple of lows, and sometimes punches don't fire. We're playing
a lot of good opponents. How does from the locker room to the field, how as a coach do you focus on like the mentality? Because even when things aren't going our way, you can't really see heads down on the ground, and you don't really see people getting mad at each other on the field, which is a problem you see at a lot of other places when things aren't really going well. So how is your approach to mentality really keep all the players positive?
Our mentality has been the same the entire season. It's been a season where we need to focus on us the entire time. We knew that we were going to be young coming into this year. We knew that we were going to make mistakes. But at the end of the day, if we're focusing on us the entire time, we're going to hopefully continue to get better. I can't take all the credit, and the coaches can't take all the credit for how well the team has kind of gelled and stayed with that positive attitude. Our senior leaders have done a really good job of making sure that we are never hanging our heads and that we are, looking forward to the next play every time. So, we try to build a culture here where it's exciting, it's energetic, it's passionate about being a Roxbury football player, and then at the end of the day, the players are the ones that need to do that. So, like I said, those senior leaders like the Riskas and Mays are doing a good job of looking forward to the next play, looking forward to the next game. When we're in the weight room, we're working hard. When we're out on the field, it's the next play mentality. So, having heads down and a losing record is a pretty bad way to go about it. But, you lose a couple games or whatever it may be, but as long as our eyes are up and we're looking forward to the next opportunity, that's all we can do.
I'm glad you talked about culture because a lot of these current seniors were here for your first year as the head coach, as sophomores, and kind of like your youngest grade when you first became head coach. Kind of like, I know we talked about the leadership, like the transition into leadership, but kind of how has it been seeing all these seniors grow as people? And kind of like, I imagine that's a unique experience.
Yeah, so these guys were my first group when they were sophomores. It was my first year as a head coach. I was able to see them grow and develop as players and people, which is great. But at the same time, I think that one thing that we started to do was bring back the tradition that is Roxbury football. We had a couple of winning records in a row, which was good. This year, obviously, not what we wanted overall, but I still think the tradition and the trajectory is in the right direction because of this group of guys, along with the other two senior classes that I've had so far. But the culture is still building. It's still on its way. It's never going to be set in stone, and it's not just a football culture. It's a Roxbury high school culture. So we see the people in the hallway saying, "Hey, good luck this weekend. Good luck on Friday." We still see other people saying, "Oh man, you guys got smoked last week." So it's not perfect yet. And what we want as a school community is for everybody to be involved, for everyone to say, "Hey, game this weekend. You guys got it. Hey." And now all of a sudden the players are not the only ones with their heads up. It's everybody in the hallways saying, hey, last week was a fluke. You guys will be better next week. Not the other way around of saying, hey, you guys got smoked last week. You're going to get smoked again.
Yeah.
Right. So as that culture builds here with the football team, and then it expands to the school, and that's great. And the same thing with the soccer team and the volleyball team, whatever it may be. Right. We want a culture in this school that everybody's rooting for each other. And I think eventually when we get that. Right, Roxbury athletics will finally, be back to where it was just always winning, always have high vibes and things like that.
Yeah, and I totally agree with that, and I think it's a good point to bring up the other sports and the culture around the school, and I think a very good indicator of it is how excited the past two freshman classes have been to try new sports or their athletes that already exist in those sports to continue playing, because I know throughout my high school career, there was always an issue of maybe players would lose motivation or the lack of motivation would cause them to not really take the sport seriously. What I'm seeing as spectators, I'm seeing a lot of these younger grades hungry and wanting to play, and I think I would say that's a good indicator of the culture that I personally feel you started when I was a sophomore and I played for your team.
Yeah, I appreciate it, and like I said, it comes down to the players though too, right? So we're lucky enough to have two freshman classes right now, so the current sophomores and then the freshmen that, yes, have been pretty good at football, but more importantly, there's a bigger number, like you said. There's the most amount of freshmen we've had on this current team than we've had since 2015. So it's been a long time, but having that amount of numbers of players is good for any program. The more that you can get, the better opportunity you have to have a successful year. So as the culture continues to build, I think that you'll get more and more people that want to be involved with it.
Thank you for timing me. Good luck Friday, and go Gaels.
Appreciate it. Go Gaels.